All right, so check this out. Let's choose a random place on the neck, and I'm not going to say any note names, no sharps, no flats, no fret numbers. We are just going to say, this is home. 1, 5, 1. That is our entire universe, and we have that map right there. If you know where those notes are, you know where all the other notes are. And you have your major scale. Means anywhere you have this, you also have a minor scale. Crazy. Let's break that down. Now, if this style of thinking about music resonates with you, consider downloading my app, Earworm. It goes through a whole bunch of riffs and exercises that really ingrain these intervals into your mind, and it does so using popular music. And I actually made it as a practice tool for myself to really ingrain these intervals into my mind. And I might be a little biased, but I think that it's been a fantastic tool. So check it out. Let's continue with the lesson. This is a continuation of my series on intervals. So if any of this is confusing to you, go back and check out wherever I link these. And they will explain what I'm talking about when I say an interval and the formula for how to derive a scale. If you watched the last video, you know that both the major and minor scales share a couple of notes in common. Okay. This is home. 1, 5, 1. So obviously the 1, right? And right above that, a whole step, they share the 2. They both share that 5, right? Part of our power chord. What's just below the 5? That's our 4. 5, 4. So we actually have a whole bunch of the scale already. 1, 2, 4, 5, 1, right? We need all the numbers. We need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have 1, 2, 4, 5. So for each scale, we're really only missing 3 notes. If we find the 3 minor notes, we have a minor scale. And if we find the 3 major notes, we have a major scale. So let's start out with minor, because I know what viewer retention numbers look like at this point in the video, and I need something that's cool. Let's start out with our power chord of 1. We have 1, 2. We need a 3. Let's grab a minor 3. A minor 3 is the small, dirty, compressed, spicy. It's like all dark and broody. The major 3 is big and grand and like all classical music. This one is the tiny compressed one. So it is the smallest 3 that is possible that is larger than a 2. So 1, 2, minor 3. So we have 1, 2, 3 just from knowing where the 1 is in that power chord. Pretty good mileage. Let's look at this 5 that we have from our power chord. We know where the 4 is. Now we need a 6. We want a minor 6 because we're making a minor scale. The minor 6 is the tiny, compressed, dissonant, moody 6. Not this grand 6. We want the tiny, moody 6. We want the 6 that is as small as it can be without being a 5. We have our 5 from our power chord. 6, 5, 4, 5, 6, 5, 4, 5. It's kind of cool, right? So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1. We just need a 7 and we're done, right? Now, what if I looked at the 7 that was right below this 1? That's an awfully big 7, right? It's as big as it can possibly be without being a 1. We don't want that 7. No, we want the smaller, the moodier 7. So let's go back one more. That's what I'm talking about. Minor 7, 1. So by knowing where this 1 is, we have minor 7, 1. That's it. Just by knowing 1, 5, 1, we have 1, 2, minor 3, 4, 5, minor 6, minor 7, 1. I think I said that right. But that's only half of what I promised you. I promised you 2 scales, major and minor. So let's go through, same exercise, major scale. What are the common notes? We have 1, 2, 4, 5, 1. Most of the scale, we need a 3, we need a 6, we need a 7. Start out at that 1, right? We just established that a major 7 is the biggest 7 you can possibly have without being a 1. Here, we know where a minor 7 is. And the major 6 is the biggest 6 you can possibly have without being a minor 7. So that note right there, right? So major 6, major 7, 1. Let's grab that 5. 5, we know where it is from the power chord. 1, 5, 1, right? 5, we know where 4 is. We want a major 3. Where's a major 3? A major 3 is the largest possible 3 that you can have without being a 4. It is a major, it is big, so it is just half a step down. 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. From that 1, we know where the 2 is. From that 5, we know where the 4 is. From that 4, we know where the 3 is. From that 1, we know where the 7 is. From that 7, we know where the 6 is. And that's all the notes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. And I'm telling you guys, anywhere I grab it, there's a power chord there. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. I have every scale right on top of those power chords. I know this is a lot, and it takes a while to get used to this kind of thinking. But once you get it, it's magical. You can be wherever you are on the fretboard. You can be playing a chord, and suddenly you have a whole scale that you can access underneath that chord. You're never lost. You're never looking for G, and so B flat must be the, what interval is that? You're not trying to do that math on the fly. You're just looking down at your fingers, and you're saying, if I'm playing this, I know where all the notes are. And this is going to simplify how you conceive of music. It's going to help you start seeing all of these patterns in music that are hidden when you're just using note names or you're memorizing fret positions. There's a lot of good books and resources that I'll link in the description for how to start thinking this way. I want to give one more pitch for my app, Earworm, which looks at music in this intervallic way. It plays riffs that you know, riffs that you should find familiar, and it decomposes them into this style of thinking. So if this resonated at all with you, I think that app will work really well for you.